So, microtransactions in Gran Turismo 6. This has been in the news, or well, we can call it gaming news or whatever, in the last few days. And I think many people are upset about this since so far Sony didn't do anything like this, and I can't really remember uh, any games that they released that they had anything like this. But Gran Turismo was always a good game, not just because of the cars, but because to get the better cars you had to race a lot, and basically the game had its own charm because of that. That you if you raced a lot and you got better in the game, you felt like that you deserved those expensive and better cars that you got either from the races if you beat them, or if you got enough money in the game, in-game money. And now they are basically doing this thing that you can basically give them real money and spend it in game on digital cars. That sounds a bit silly, but I know that there are free to play games, but in those games makes sense that if you want to have an alternate costume or whatever they are asking for to support the game, because you are playing for free. You just downloaded it and you can have your own fun in the game basically. But Gran Turismo is not going to be free, and I don't know if it's going to have any online features either. So that's I think a bad idea to have you know any kind of features that requires you to pay them money to have in-game stuff in the game. I mean, it makes sense for DLC, for an extended story, or I don't know. I know that Gran Turismo doesn't have any story, since so far that's the focus of those games is the racing. But um, I mean the other games that make pretty much the same stuff. That they basically release the game and you basically pay to win. I remember that Angry Birds did a thing like this, that they released. I don't know if they released that racing game yet, but you can pay them to get the best car in the game. And I don't know if this is the same, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close, I think, since if you pay them enough money, you could get the best car in the game without any effort. But I don't really see the reason why people would do that. I mean, I can understand if you don't have the time to play the game, but you shouldn't waste your money on digital cars. With that money, you could buy, a real car if you put it aside. Well, okay, I guess not really, since real cars have way more zeros, I guess. But you know what I mean. You shouldn't waste your money on digital cars. I mean, that makes no sense. I mean, if the game would be free, I would understand it, or you would get some extra features that you could customize that car however you want, on the outside or whatever. But even like that, it is still way too much, I think, for those cars. Even though the cars cost quite some money in the game, it still makes no sense that you should pay that much money for those cars. I'm pretty sure that you could buy another game on that money or something like that, if you know what I mean. So I hope that Sony patches this game if they release it like this, with microtransactions, that they just patch it, and you know the option for microtransactions are no more available or something like that. Because I'm not really a fan, or well, I don't think a fan would be a good good description for that. But I don't like what they are doing with Gran Turismo, since I don't know, back I don't know if I mentioned this before, but back, when I was playing it on the PlayStation 1 and on the PlayStation 2, you basically had to earn that money by racing. And I think that by paying them money to get the best cars in the game, it would just take away that experience. You wouldn't feel the same way that you earned that car. You would just buy it by your money. But I guess it's your money and it's optional. But still, I think it's a bad idea to have microtransactions in basically games that are not free, and even games that are free. If they implement it right, like League of Legends, for example, they did a pretty good job with the microtransactions. Basically, you pay only for the new customs, or basically you could pay for, I don't know, to upgrade your, or basically your summer, or whatever you that is called. You know what I mean if you played that game. So yeah, I don't know if they want to implement, you know, microtransactions. They should have, or they should implement more options to the people who pay extra money. That's those are my thoughts. Since I don't know, it's not it is just not fair that it's basically not fair that you pay in-game money for the same car, and the other one is paying real money and is going to get the same car. That there are no differences between the you know cars. The only difference is in the money. But I guess, I can always ask what you people think about this, since I know I am pretty much, I don't know, I don't know what to say to this. I am pretty much disappointed in Sony. That's all.